Hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
This is Bees.
Hello. How are you, Pops?
Can you not hear me?
I know I can listen. Can you listen?
Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
Petey. So what's up? Let's put some music while we wait for some people. It looks like we do have some music. So hey, some lo-fi.
Yeah. Where's Taco? Is he at school?
Taco's at school.
I miss him.
Yeah, Taco's at school. He's been going to puppy school for the last 4 days. And first, when they come and pick him up. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and they came to pick him up,
First day
and
of school.
and the first day when they were leaving, Taco, for everyone who doesn't know, Taco is my little puppy. uh he was just like crying, like, no, don't leave me alone. And it felt like really bad, but it also felt a little bit good, because my ego was like, I my ego got a little bit inflated, where it's like, oh, he needs me. He cannot live without me. Uh, and but I also felt bad, as in like, oh, my little kid. Oh
Yeah,
no,
like
what are they gonna do it to him?
school.
And when he came back, he was just like, I thought he was sad. I thought he was just like mad at me because he came and wouldn't do anything all day. He was just like, ah. We'll like try to talk to him and stuff, and he would just ignore me and just like, okay, this guy's mad at me. I was like, wow. Next day, they come and pick him up, and I was actually even thinking like, maybe this whole school thing is not a good idea.
Go.
Maybe they bullied him at school, because he's a puppy, and the other dogs that call him, just they're big dogs.
He's like 2 months old, right? Or three? I don't know.
3 months.
It's a baby.
So I was like, oh man, maybe they were bullies to him. Well, when they came up the next day, he was just like desperate to go to them. He was so happy.
Let me
I was
go.
like, wait, what's going on? And he was just like, now he, like, when they were taking him, he will forget that I exist. He was like, hey,
Like, okay, bye.
what are you, dad? Why are you not crying again?
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
yeah. Also, we had a lot of fun. It was a good idea at the end.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I realized it wasn't that he was sad; he was just
He was
tired. Because,
exhausted.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and also I think he's I mean, once he comes, and I'm usually working, like I'm using it here in this desk, so he's always there, like
Yeah.
just like
In the background, like.
just next to me. Yeah. If he's not next to me, he must be pooping somewhere. That's the scary part. He's not here. I'm like, oh my god, where's he pooping? Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So puppy school, and Taco's doing good. I think he's still, dude. I'm still struggling. Like trying to walk him. He was just like suddenly like, stop, like lock, good luck.
Doesn't move anyway. Like.
And I'm like, come on, come on. And I feel really bad, because like I feel like I'm hurting him.
Uh-huh.
But
Like pushing him, right?
yeah, but they showed me a trick. Well, first they told me, oh, you have to do like a bracelet. There's like a semi punishment bracelet, which
Like
sounds horrible.
metallic, like the metallic one.
The metallic one.
No,
Yeah.
which
And
one?
I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Then after like a month of him not moving, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try that crap. And it did make a difference, but now I feel bad that I'm hurting him. So they showed me a trick where you put the thing around him, and
Yes.
then so now it's from the body. And it's almost like I'm
And not the neck. That's way better.
so it does do the neck if he pulls really bad. Then it does pull him the neck a little bit, but it's not directly the neck.
Okay.
So anyway, just
That's way better. Poor baby.
but today we're not here to talk about
Oh,
taco.
we can. We can if you want. I would be happy.
I will be happy too, but I feel like I'm turning into one of those dads that just doesn't stop talking about their kids. Uh, but today we are gonna be, well, just gonna open up Figma Slides and just like go over some of the features and some of the stuff. Let's make a presentation and give a reaction of stuff as we are using it, and just
Great.
like show people. Like Figma Slides is also kind of new for us too. We have used it a couple of times, so we kind of know our way around. But also it's going to be us here. Let's make a presentation.
Let's do
Um,
it.
and and I think like if whenever you're starting with a presentation, well, we just start with a subject. And I was thinking, let me actually put it here on the chat. Like, let me put it on the captions. I'm going to add or little showing or little subject, which
I
is
love
going
it.
to be puppy logic. Why they think your shoe is the best shoe toy, which is totally true. Like Taco just grabs my shoe, whatever I'm wearing, or my socks. He's like, ah,
So he has like 100 of toys, but he'd rather go playing with
yeah.
your shoes.
He will take my socks or my shoes and just take, and he will like treasure them, grab them, and then go to his little nest and then put it there.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be our subject, and I suppose we're going to be using AI just to put the content and all that stuff. But
sweet.
let me just share my screen. Is that cool?
Perfect. Let's do it. I love the topic, by the way.
My entire screen.
Discuss about it.
Yeah. Let me just share my entire screen. La la la. Can you see my screen? Nope. I guess not.
No.
Hold up. What's going on? Stop screen sharing. Share screen. Let's share it. Uh, 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 Hey, what's going on? Why is it not sharing?
We're waiting. We're waiting for you. I don't know. There you go. But it's only me, or what's happening? Oh, there you go.
See, see, no, no, I'm there. So let's go to Figma,
Okay.
and well, let's go. Let's get started. So first things first. How do you create one of these things? You go over here to create new, and there's going to be a new thing called slide deck beta. Now, I don't know exactly how you turn that on because I think you have to turn it on somewhere. Uh, I actually don't know how, but if you don't have it, you have to look out how to turn your betas on. But
Oh,
once you have it turned
I
it
see
on, you're gonna
for
see
it.
it.
I'm
I'm
not sure
sorry.
if I have it, but okay, let's see.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if I have it,
Oh,
like the beta version.
oh,
Mm.
okay. Well, there you go. So this is very similar to just like creating a new file on Figma.
Mm-hmm.
But the first thing that it gives you is just like you can start with a template. So you can start from scratch, just a blank template, or you can choose one of these templates. And I'm gonna be honest, the templates are really good.
A
They're
bit.
really cool. I really like this one, the mid-mod.
Yes.
So let's choose that one. But just to show you, there are multiple templates here.
Oh,
The
that's
startup
cool.
page is kind of cool too.
The
So
yellow. Yeah, it's a good one.
okay, view template, and so now these are all the slides in this template. So it's pretty thorough. It has a lot of different things. So let's just start with one of these, and there you go. So now here, you can. It is very similar to other tools for slides like Google Slides or Keynote. Has the presenter notes in the bottom. It has
Mm-hmm.
all the design here, and it has all your the list of slides on the left, and your settings on the right, which is actually pretty similar to Figma too. So you select something here, and the settings change here on the left. So you select this, and it changes the color that you choose. Select this, and it changes the image and all that stuff. And it's very similar to just like anything. Double click, and then you can start
Right.
editing. So, hello. So, what was the subject that we're going to treat? Puppy logic? Yeah.
Why puppy logic exactly?
So, hold on. Let me. Ooh, these are multiple. So, all of these come with that template. So, have title one, title two. Well, there's a lot of those, but it's very similar to how on Figma, where you can just like change these things too if you wanted to. Uh,
Hmm.
Right now it has, well, that's a huge size. Let's show the details, and let's change this to 56. There you go. Well, that's not great. Let's put this 100%. There you go. And let's change this a little bit bigger. There you go. Puppy logic. Why they think your shoe is the best chew toy.
Tutorial.
And we can change this to puppy images. Let's do that later. So for now, we have our design view, our slides view, and our edit tool, and then we have a toolbar here in the bottom, which is very similar to the toolbar that they now have in UI3. You can add text if you want to. So you can just like deselect stuff. Let me deselect this, and you can just like click text, and then hello, add text here. Uh, and you can add shapes, you can add images, you can add even tables. And this thing, oh yeah, live interaction. In case you want to use like add a prototype or add like a poll or alignment, like on people just like voting on stuff, like you can do those kinds of things that are more like interactive parts inside your presentation.
Oh, that's nice. I haven't seen that one. Looks cool.
Yeah, and by the way, let me. This is all collaborative, so I can invite you. So I'm going to
Yes.
invite you,
Mm.
V, and I'm going to make you an editor. So I just invited you.
Okay.
Come and edit with me, and I can see you very similar to how you would do it on Figma, where you can even see the person that is as they are editing. So if you enter the file, I will see you there. Something that is really cool is that they have these like color palettes, and you can like kind of change them. They have this shuffle thing going on here. It just like changes the things that are editable. So for example, this thing is editable. So
Mm.
keep clicking this. It just gives you a color palette that is going to look nice. So hey, I like that one. Now, yeah, there you go. There you
I'm
are. Oh, and I can say hello. And
Yay. I see that you have your grid turned on, right? On
yeah,
the slide. Okay.
yeah, I can. And actually, I don't like it, so I'm going to turn it off.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you how I did it later. But yeah, there you go. No grade anymore. Who needs the grades? Uh, and yeah, you can edit stuff, and I can see while you're editing, which is really nice. What else? What else? What else? What else? Something else that is really nice is that they have this thing for editing the tone, adjust tone of your text. So, for example, let's say that I have this, and I want to simplify it. I want to make it more concise. So they
Mm-hmm.
have this thing that's called adjust tone, and they have this grid in which direction you want to go: professional, casual, concise,
Oh,
and
wow. Expanded.
expanded, as in like a more text. So if we go here to expand it, I think this is going to just like add text.
Yeah.
If I were to go over here and I want to keep it casual but concise, then it's going to remove Puppy Logic. Why your shoes is the favorite shoe toy. Hey, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I
Like a
really sorry.
like a graphic, right? You just like move the dot wherever you want to sound.
Yeah, it's a really cool kind of UI
Uh-huh.
where I suppose once you that all of these points in the grid, I suppose, have different prompts,
That's
and
so cool.
to like a some of them on the x-axis is about the length, and
Mhm.
the y-axis is about the tone, about like how professional and how casual it is. So I'm pretty sure that here is kind of in the middle, is neutral, but it is asking to reduce the text and making it concise. And over here, it's just like a add more words. I don't know exactly what's going on, but in
Love
the
that.
back, I'm pretty sure
Create.
these are all like pre-made prompts that they asked to ChatGPT or something.
Very cool.
So, and they have these presets, just executive, and it's like precise, sorry, concise and professional. Basic is concise and casual. Puppy logic, choose equals best tutor. See, how,
Yeah, let's
it
do that
becomes
one.
more and more concise as you keep going. There you go. I actually like it. So there you go. So we have one slide only, but if you want to add more slides, you can go over here and you can just add a blank slide, for example, or you can click on this thing and it shows you all the templates
Where you can choose.
from this template, all the different slides, that all the master slides. I don't know what they're called, but I will call them master slides. So let's say that I want to add this one. So I just click on that, and now I have that stuff ready for me to edit. Something else is that you can mix and match from different templates. So right now I'm in template mid mod, but I can go back here and I can actually load a new template. I can go and let's use the startup pitch one. So I can use that one and I can insert this one that has a like a this thing and like a mobile. So you can start like mix and matching from different templates and it's okay. I think that once you add stuff, then the header, all the styles from that one get added. I think that it's kind of smart, and it only shows you the headers from this template.
Okay.
So for example, this is from this template only. But if I go over here, I'm going to see that these text ones are from this template specifically, are not the ones from the other template. So it's kind of cool because like even when you're mix and matching from different templates, it's kind of keeping the styles from that template contained in that template, and it's not the mix and matching is not filtering in through everything. Uh,
Ooh, that's nice.
Here, they you can select from, which is kind of cool. Like, for example, maybe you have this template, but you want to use that color, the template style from the other one.
Ah,
Uh,
it changes everything.
exactly. So
Wow.
it, now I'm using the template style from the other one or from the startup page. I can do the same with this one. I can go from mid-mod, I can change it to startup page. So it changes the colors and all that stuff. And now if I select the font, now I'm going to see the fonts that are from that specific template style. But I actually like the other one.
Very
It's kind of
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
And well, once you have that, you can keep pressing the shuffle button. Oh, apparently not. Sometimes the shuffle button works. Sometimes it doesn't. So hold on. Let me select everything and see if no, there's no way. I see you adding.
Sorry, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm experimenting here.
nice, 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 nice. Yeah, and it's cool because I can see you adding stuff. So here I can just keep adding more and more stuff. Let's add more things. I'm going to add from the other template, from Midmon. I'm going to add this one, and now we have a lot of different
Oh,
things.
yes.
And let me actually add another one that is more like a deck title. And now that I have this, I can start like grouping things, you know? So for example, I can shift and click and just like put these things inside this one. And I can
Uh-huh.
just collapse this stuff, you know, like I can say, hey, these belong to the first section of my presentation. And let's say that these belong to the second section of my presentation. So you can see that now I have two sections and I can collapse them and expand them if I want to, which is pretty nice. Uh,
Ooh.
Now, something that I really love that they are doing different is that they're using total use of the canvas. If you go to something they're calling grid view, so over here on the top left,
Huh?
you're going to see that you can switch between slide view and grid view. So slide view and grid view. And if you're in grid view, you can start seeing everything. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can move things around. Let's say that I wanted this one over here, this one over here. Maybe this one I want to delete it. I can just select it and delete it. And this is pretty good because like it gives you like a bird's eye view of stuff, you know?
Wow, that's cool. So you grouped before, right? So there here is the first group, the second group. Yeah? Is it divided like that? That's nice.
And if I want to like group things in a different place, I can just like drag these things. Like every row is a group, so I can just
Mm.
put it here. And now this slide belongs to this group, or I can also put it in its own group. Like I could just put it here, like kind of in the middle, and now it's just going to be its own group. But I don't want that, so I can just like put it here.
Oh,
Uh,
that's awesome.
which is pretty cool because like
Yes.
I don't know, you've seen that we had already done that, right, Vidi? That
Mm-hmm.
whenever we do our presentations on Blush, and we do like presentations, internal presentations or anything, like all hands and stuff like that, we actually use
Do
this.
that. Exactly.
We will say like a this subject like one group is just like one row and one row and one row, so they already do it that way, and it's kind of I don't know, I'm pretty sure that they maybe they were using it that way, and or they just like did some studies and realized that everyone was using that same format.
That's
uh,
amazing.
but
Very,
yeah, like sorry.
very smart. Like I love it. And you just switch the other way to view as a presentation, right? Like you
Yeah,
just turn it. Ah, that's so cool. Wow, I
so
have seen this.
so this is really cool. You can also add slides here, so you can click on slide and just like you can start adding more slides to here too if you wanted to.
Uh-huh.
Arrange them as you want. Something that I haven't talked about, I'm going to go back to slide view, is design mode. So over here on the bottom, you're going to see that there's something called design mode. And once you're in design mode, you can actually change the colors. It goes more into detail of designer, you know, like the view here on the left, like suddenly it's closer to what how Figma looks like. And once you're in design mode, you can also do, I think, only in design mode. No, no. Yeah, like it gets more details. You know, you can change the font, you can change the colors, you can unlink one of these things instead of title tree. You can unlink it and just like change the font if I wanted to whatever I wanted. In here, it's like in this file, but I can just like go into all the fonts and just like do Comic Sans if I wanted to. Now that's good to know. You can unlink colors and just like use whatever color you want to. Now that you are in design mode, and now you're in design mode, you can also add the color. You can add that fill to the library. You know, to the startup page, you can just add that color, and let's put it reds, and then create the variable, and that color should be here somewhere here, I think. Maybe it didn't. Oh, it added to mid mod, so it's over here. Right. What else? So yeah, so once you're in design mode thing, you get to add colors, add new fonts, unlink the colors, unlink the fonts. So just do your own thing, you know. And just like it gives you a more advanced view. Now let's go back to just like a regular mode, not design mode. And something
Okay.
that I think we can play with is animate. And here in animate, you can add different animations. So you can add. They're very similar to just like the animations that you would use on prototype. So for example, Smart Animate. In Smart Animate, let's say that I want this square to also appear here, but I want it to be animating over here. I don't know. I don't know why, but it's going to animate here like a square sun. So it goes from here, and I'm going to say that this is a Smart Animate. I'm going to make it, yeah, 300 milliseconds. So let's play, and let's see if it shows up. Ba-ba-bum. So yeah, there you go. So
Ooh, okay.
it animates that thing. It's okay. No, it's pretty cool. I mean, you can get pretty crazy with this stuff if you wanted to. So what else? What else? What else? Animate is really cool.
Animation is cool.
Now another thing, yeah. And by the way, it's not the only one, but you can also do slide in, for example, from the left, from the right, from the top and
Ah,
bottom. Let's do it from the left. So now, if I press play, uh, I think, yeah, there you go. So now it does the presentation where it slides instead of just a smart animate. So yeah, another thing, presenter notes. So this is pretty useful. So let's say that I have presenter notes are here. And when I go in preview, I can choose to present plus the notes. So I do this and I can see my presenter notes over here, and I have the presentation over here. So whatever you are presenting, like let's say that you're presenting in another screen or something, then you can share this screen in whatever software you're presenting. If it is in a, for example, on Zoom or anything, then you share this screen on Zoom, for
mhm.
example, or you share this screen on, if you are doing a slide deck at a presentation, this is what you share with on that screen, and this is what you read. So people cannot see this, but
Oh,
they will only see this stuff. So they
yeah.
see this stuff
I-
without your notes, and then you see this stuff with your notes. So, and you're reading your notes, you're even seeing what is next, So, and I think that if you put a prototype, then you can play around with the prototype. So it's pretty useful because then, for example, I go here, I change the slide here, and it's also changing. Oops, sorry. I changed the slide here, and it's also changing over here. So this is listening to this, but over here, I'm not seeing the presenter notes. And actually, look, you see that my mouse down here is also showing up there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's because like sometimes you want to show your mouse, and you want to say like, hey, look at this and look at that, and let me click on this and that.
Okay.
So it is duplicating whatever's happening here is being duplicated over here,
Can
and
you,
that's
while you present, can you like highlight something or do any doodle like over the,
I,
is it
I don't
possible?
think that's something they have, but hey,
Okay.
you should open audience view. This is audience view, and this is just if you only want to show the notes. If you want to, this is to show the notes and just like hide them or not. No, there's no way to draw as far as I know. But
Okay, okay.
that's kind of a cool feature to ask. Like, hey, I want to start drawing here. That would actually be really nice. Like a clicking
Yeah,
on a pen
highlight
tool.
something. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's that. I was thinking of adding a prototype here. Let me see if I can add a prototype, just so we can see it in action.
Okay.
So, yeah, recent this one. This is a prototype that I had. So I'm going to put it here. There you go. Oop. Can I move it? I cannot move it. Oh, I can make it bigger, but how can I move it? I just want to move this thing. God damn it. Hold on.
Oh, oh.
There you go. Okay.
Mhm.
So once it's loaded, then I cannot move it because now it thinks that I'm interacting with it. But anyway, the cool thing is that once I'm in present, then like I can just like click on this, and it's going to load the prototype over here, uh, and I can play with the prototype, and then people will see as I'm seeing the prototype. So they're going to be seeing me interacting with the prototype. It's a little bit slow though, but maybe it's because I have both of the screens, or maybe my prototype is just too big. I don't know, but it's acting a little bit laggy. But yeah, hey, like that's the idea, right? Where it's like you have a prototype and that you're showing, and you can actually play around with it. Um, what else? What else? I think we cover everything.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Can we do a representation?
Yeah. Well, actually, I wanted to show you a trick that I never tried it, but I want to see it.
Uh-huh.
I heard about this. Like, hey, let's go back to our puppy logic. Let's chew toy. Let's generate. I don't know. And it created this thing, investing sense, testing durability. So this is a part of AI features from Figma. And
Mm-hmm.
if I am correct, I can right click this stuff and bu- 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 damn, no, I actually don't know. I thought there was a way to just like turn it into a presentation. I
Oh, that
guess
would
not.
be
If I
nice.
group it, no, no, never mind.
Oh no.
I read somewhere that you could just like select a thing from here and then turn it into a presentation. Maybe someone from the audience knows. But hold on, is it here? Add pages? No. Anyway, no. Generate? No, never mind.
Oh
Uh,
no.
I thought there was a way to turn it into presentation. Well, I guess not. So yeah, like I don't know. Like, hey, this is it's a pretty cool new tool. Has a lot of little things. I'm pretty sure that we're missing some fine tune presenter notes, design mode, grid view, interactive designs. I think we have covered most of the basic stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty
This
cool.
this just like makes a huge difference, This grid view that I have the canvas and I can zoom in, zoom out,
Yeah,
see.
I think that's my favorite thing. Like I haven't seen it, and like it helps you like visually like organize how would you like to the presentation to flow. I think it's really good.
Yeah, it seems like I cannot use Lumi here. I wanted to see if I could use Lumi here. But well, I guess we need to see how to put Lumi plugins over there. But the idea is that I wanted to see if I could just like select one of these images. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it over here. I put it over here.
Mhm.
So yeah, that is one way. Another way could be that I just like paste it here. Well, no, it's not doing that.
Oh, not working.
Yeah, I suppose like it's the work of this thing is different from what it is on regular Figma. But hey, you can still use some of the Lumi photos over there.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, we're gonna look into how
Can you look for puppy pictures at Lumi?
we need puppy photos. You're right.
I've
Wow.
done some.
You got some? Well, but put them there.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that.
look at
Beautiful.
this guy. So okay, I'm gonna go over here and uh, well, let's put it over here.
Okay, okay.
Let's put that puppy right here. Wow, this is the best presentation ever. Oh my
So
god,
very convincing.
very convincing. Yeah, with that font, just like screams professional. Professional. Uh, what else? Let's put more puppy photos. Look at this dude. Look at this little guy. He's a good boy. He's, he's a good girl. It's one of those.
Let's
Just
put puppy there.
good puppy. Puppy's here. She's very
Puppy there.
eyes. But yeah, I don't know. What else, Vidi? What else should we review?
Well, what else should we review?
By the way, I'm realizing that I'm affecting the actual design file from Lumi. This is our design file, by the way. I'm realizing that I put a lot of photos that I didn't want to have there. There you go.
Oops,
Uh, this
I have
is
a picture. Let's see.
look.
Maybe
We're pretty organized, huh?
see.
This part that is not organized, that was me. I think experimenting with something. So it's usually me, the one who breaks the designs. That I'm in there is like, hey, let's do it this way.
I
Uh,
know. I don't know why I can't like add Lumi images to the presentation. I'm doing the thing you're doing, right? Copy paste, right? Or what are you doing?
oh, are you in design mode? You have to turn
Ah,
on
I
design
have
mode. Maybe
that's
that's what's happening.
design mode first of all.
And then paste while you're in design mode.
Uh, let's see.
Well, I think we got most of it, Vidi. Let's
Yes.
just see if people have any questions.
Well, people say like I need a week to dive into this. Yeah, I think you can get pretty creative like once you start like digging in what everything you can do. What
Yeah.
else? Place image with right click. No, I don't think so. It didn't work for me. Like
Uh,
the design mode is what you said it was working.
yeah. And usually, if I paste here, it will change the image that is there. But no, it's not working. It's not working as in Figma because in Figma, if I just go into a new design file and if I paste, let's say that I add a rectangle and then make it an image, and then here I paste it. Oh, I guess not. I guess it doesn't do that either.
Oh, no. Oh, we got a question. So Lorena is asking, do you know how to create a personalized template in slide mode?
You mean like create a new template?
Yeah.
Huh.
Is there a way?
I mean, I guess. Well, let's try it.
Let's
Let's
find it out.
create a new slide deck,
Mm-hmm.
and let's just start from scratch. And now that I'm starting from scratch, then I can just like select these things. It gives you these things, but you can edit them. So you can just like go in here and let's say that you change this and just change it to whatever you want, a jumbo heading, jumbo heading, and you want to change the font to instead of Inter, you want the Irish Grubber, which I guess it didn't change it to that.
No.
Wait, what? It didn't change.
Anything change?
It's like, no, I'm not gonna use that. Why is it not?
We are not doing this.
We're not doing that. Well, let's do Iowan old style. So you can just do your own styles, and then save it as a.
As a template.
I, s- yeah, but that's the thing. She's asking like, can I save it as a template?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say that I also want to change the colors. Can I change the colors? Huh. Interesting. Here, and I go, there's no way for me to change the colors. Hmm. Hold on. Template colors.
Come on. Come
Edit.
on.
There you go. You can edit the colors here.
Yes.
And then that will be part of the template now. And now let's see if show version history, duplicate, add to sidebar. No. File,
Uh-huh.
show version. Yeah,
We're
no.
we're getting there, Lorena. Be patient. Maybe there's a way, but
Yeah, I don't see a way to save as a template. I mean, what I would do is just like uh, add all slides. Oh,
you got it.
yeah. So view template. No, this is just to add these slides there. So if I
Oh.
click on this, then it's going to add all of these slides there, but it's not really changing it to, huh, let's go all the way to the bottom. No, there's no,
Oh no. Seems like there's no way.
there's no way. Yeah, well, uh, there's no way I can find to save as a template. So I guess you would have to. I'm pretty sure that that's going to be a feature that they add later. Uh,
Yeah, you
a
will have
hack.
to, you will have to save it as template,
Yeah, exactly. Like
copying it.
duplicate this template.
Yeah, that's
So
the way.
then you duplicate that file, and now it's going to be your template. But what you want is really you want to like change these screens.
Yes.
Like a create a screen and then say uh, add this. Like let's say that now you want, I don't know, you want this screen as part of your template. You know,
Uh-huh.
so I wish I could just like say a add to template. But it's not. I cannot do that.
Oh no.
Dun 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 dun.
Send an
Yeah,
email to Figma right away.
yeah. You can change the actual styles and then just save it, and then I guess you can duplicate it. But the actual, I cannot actually change this to be this thing that is ugly.
Yeah, to
I
add it
want to
there.
be one of these things.
Mm.
I I don't think there's a way yet.
Yet,
Uh,
I think
we
so.
have we have to depend on the cool templates that Figma did for us in the beginning. But it's a beta, so I'm pretty sure that that's something they're working on.
Yeah, that's what Paloma Giron here said, like, it's better, remember? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And eventually we hope this template thing could work.
Yeah, 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 yeah. For now, I can tell you that the templates that they have are pretty cool. So I will try them and then modify them a little bit to your own and just like use it. But I don't know. The ones that I've seen are pretty cool.
Well, I think that, like, for me, it saves a lot of time, like already have some template to don't think about it. And when you're in a rush and you just want to like download all the information you got, having
Yeah,
a template, it's really helpful. So
exactamente.
thank you, Figma, for that.
And then you can add tables too, which I'm pretty sure is something you will love, Vivi, because you're such a nerd that loves tables.
Oh, not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
by the way, something also um, that it has is that it can you can just select something and then change the selection colors, which
Hmm.
is that is similar to Figma, but they have that same similar feature here. And you can change the fills, just like no fill, or all these options too for image or for gradient and all that stuff. The UI is a little bit different from what Figma usually is. It's more like, I'm going to say, like simple, dumbed down. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, dumbed down.
I
Yeah.
like it though. Like, for me, it's more familiar to have that kind of like, how do you say it? How did you say it? Call it?
Dumbed down. I don't know.
No, to have that
Simple, minimal.
that thing on the right. I think I
Oh,
like.
the UI, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like, for me, it's like more. I know more how to work with this, because I work on presentations, on keynotes, on Google Slides, and others. And for me, it's like familiar. I can get familiar with it.
Yeah.
What
Here
is that?
you can
What are you
see,
doing?
well, I'm shuffling the colors here. It's using the same colors, but it's just putting them in random places. Like
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it gets good combinations. For example, this is a cool combination, but sometimes it's a
Mm.
little bit weird. But yeah, you can just like it's using the same colors and it's just shuffling between them and putting them in different places, and that way you can keep
I like
your brand, your identity, using the same colors, but using them in different ways.
that looks nice. Two colors only.
Yeah, let's, for example, this one. This one is going to be another example. See how I shuffle it, and it's really just changing this and this.
You
Da,
see?
da, 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 da. But yeah, and I suppose it's because this thing is not using a style color. So let's say that I use this yellow, and if I shuffle it, it should also shuffle this one. You see that? So
Oh,
if
see.
this template were used, I can see that they didn't use their own colors of their own templates. Come on, Figma. They broke their own colors on their own template. But if all of these had been using the actual template colors, then all of this will be editable. Like, let's do this. And now if I press shuffle, now see how they're all editable.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Change.
Oh.
But even their own templates are not following the rules. Ooh. But it's beta. So I suppose
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
also
yeah.
something they're working on.
Excuse Figma for a moment.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
it's good to know to discover these kind of things. Like
yeah.
what can they improve? What can they like focus on? That's cool. The
Well,
influence mirror.
that's it. I don't know.
I like it. Thank you so much. Actually, I use Figma slides, but I've never like explore or dig into all the things they have. So for me, what's really useful. Thank you.
Of course. Of course,
Of course.
Betty.
Time.
Do we have any more comments here? Anyone asking any questions? It's beta. Remember, approximately Lorena Coronel is crossing. Uh, let's cross fingers. You know how to create a personalized template? That's what we're saying.
Mhm.
Place image with right click. I think. Yeah, it was not working that way either.
We tried.
You know, why are people using Figma and away from Adobe products? Is there an Adobe Slides product?
Not that I know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Uh,
because of that.
well, I don't know. Like Figma is, I suppose, like it's collaborative from the start, and more uh, collaboration has become more needed,
Mhm.
uh, and more when you have remote teams and everything is like you get used to working on the cloud and trying to keep on sync. And Figma was one of the first ones that made a bet on creating a design tool that was collaborative from the start, and on the web, like using web standards. And Adobe products are not. I mean, they're older, so they were not made that way, and they're trying to catch up. So more and more companies are asking of that. I'm going to say this: people forget this, but in the beginning, Figma had a hard time actually uh,
Because
trying to.
this thing, the collaborative thing, or
Yeah,
why?
because designers were like, we didn't want to share our files. We didn't want people on our files. It's not finished yet. Oh
Yeah,
no.
why is he viewing my work in progress, right?
Exactly. We didn't want people to see our work in progress. So it was not widely accepted in the beginning, I think.
Interesting.
So I think it struggled a little bit in the beginning because it was just a cultural shift for designers. I would say that. But then more and more, like people were like, no, we do need to collaborate. Come on, guys. Stop trying to hide your files, because it was kind of a meme, the idea of oh, don't look at my files, not finished yet, hold on. It's kind of the chain of showing something that is not finished and
Yeah, or being judged or like criticized, right? Yeah, I think it's more like that.
and now I think we're getting used to just like, hey, this is a work in progress. if you want to leave a comment, and I'm going to ignore it. Uh,
You're free to do so. I'm free to ignore it.
yeah, leave all the comments that I'm going to ignore. Uh, but yeah, like I think it's one of those things that it's like, and it's
That makes
easy,
sense.
easy to use. It's fast. It's the infinite canvas. Like it's just I remember like people were still using Photoshop for web design, and like imagine trying to do a flow that has multiple screens
Hmm.
on Photoshop, which you can only see one screen at a time. So Photoshop is made for photos, you know. It was not made for web design,
Hmm.
and we people were hacking that kind of tool to do what the market wanted, which was web design or interactive design. But the tools that we had were not for that kind of design. It was more for print or for photo editing or for illustration. So I remember back then, I used Illustrator actually from Adobe because it had the canvas, you know, and I could put multiple artboards next to each other, and I can create something that looked like a flow. You know, it's like,
Uh-huh.
hey, it goes from this screen to this screen, and then this
Have
happens.
the entire view.
Exactly. But even that, it was just like very limiting. Again, not limiting because Adobe Illustrator is just like a great tool for illustration, you know. But we were hacking it for interaction design, and then Adobe actually had their own. What was it called? They had a tool that was for design, like interaction design, but then they killed it.
Oh,
They
really?
stopped doing it. Yeah, I don't know, like the fireworks. No, something like I think it was fireworks. Yeah, and they killed it, and well, suddenly interaction designers were like, "What am I
Where
supposed
is
to do now?"
it? Mm-hmm.
And that's when people started using Sketch a lot because it was used for interaction design, for web design. Suddenly we had, I don't know, just all we needed, you know, just like a box with text, with arrows. That's all you need for UX design. So yeah, I don't know. Like I think it's I, I think that Adobe didn't show that they wanted to get into that market, or maybe they didn't see the opportunity there, so they didn't innovate there.
I have a question. Did Sketch have this collaborative thing? No, right?
No, and that's why also Sketch kind of missed the boat too. I don't know. Sketch is I'm sure that a lot of people are using it still, but then they try to add this collaborative stuff, and they have some collaborative functions, but it's not the same as Figma because Figma they I don't know exactly what technology it is that they're using. I mean, now it must be crazy, but it was just something that they made a bet on something that allowed them to just do what they're good at doing. Where it's like you can see other people's mouses, you can see them editing stuff, moving stuff, something that with regular sketch files or Adobe files you cannot do because they're just like a file that is contained in your hard drive, or even if it's in the cloud, it's just contained as a file there, not as a file that is like dynamic. So
Oh,
I don't know. Like it's just that. Like we suddenly started needing the industry started needing different things,
yeah.
and Figma was had those things that the industry needed, which was more live, real time, collaborative functionalities, and then yeah, and then they innovated on the things that also the type of design that we wanted to do, which was a for prototyping, animation, all those things that are specific for interaction design.
Mm-hmm.
More and more people. Number one, the market has been asking for more web design, interaction design, UX design, and this tool was specifically designed for that. Now we use it is now it's the opposite because now we use it for I use it for illustration, I use it for social media design, I use it for everything, uh,
Yes.
which was the opposite because like the tools that are made for illustration and stuff, we were hacking them for interaction design, and now we're hacking the interaction design tool for illustration.
Also, you designers can never get enough.
Yeah, but yeah, I suppose that's why historically it's just Adobe suddenly showed that they were not interested in this kind of tooling, and then they made Adobe XD, but and they were innovating actually with Adobe XD.
Mhm, mhm.
Then they shut down that product too. I suppose they were not a pair with the progress that others were doing. So I don't know. Long answer.
We hope that answered the question.
Yeah, that answer just like gives a little bit of history of
That's nice.
design tools.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was fun to learn about it. So somebody is asking to show my cool posters behind me. Yes. Look, actually, these posters are Pablo's choice, right? I think that's Mexican artist, Babs, over
yeah,
there,
yeah. The ones that are like the bigger ones that are like these dudes with white eyes.
like this, and that one.
Yeah, those are from like a sir, like a senior artist who was on the street selling his cardboard paintings. Like these were on cardboard, and I don't know, he was just like an artist, but he was on the street, and I was like, I dude, these are kind of cool.
Uh huh.
I would say this when they were not framed, they didn't look as cool, but once you put it on frame, it's like
Wow,
wow,
way different. Yes.
you put it on the wall with a frame and then suddenly it's like wow, real art. But yeah, but these were like from a sir that I he was just like on the corner on a street, just like selling his stuff, like just like cardboard paintings. It's like, hey, I'm selling them. And I remember that I bargained with him. That I was like, hey, if I buy your tree, will you give me a better price? And
Did
he
he
was like,
accept?
I'm an artist. I'm a starving artist. And I was like,
Come
oh, well,
on.
what? You don't want to sell? Come on, come on, come on. Let's do business.
And did he accept?
And I remember he gave me a good price.
Oh, that's nice. But now they look beautiful over there.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, that's cool. Well, thank you, Paps. And I think we're done for today. It was really cool to learn way more about these Figma slides. I was really happy for this session. Thank you.
okay. Awesome. Awesome. Hold on. Slide mode and beta. Remember LL. Hi, Pops. Yo, be chose those schools. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, everyone. That's Figma Slides. You should try it out. Next week, we want to show like a similar tooling that is tools for. I mean, if you noticed, the tooling here on Figma Slides is very what you were saying, Vidi. Hey, I really like this UI. I really like this type of UI, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because it's design tools for non-designers. Well, you're a designer though,
Well,
so
I am, but I haven't practiced enough in Figma, so I kind of do more presentation material. So
yeah.
for me, it was very cool to have that UI. Definitely.
So I, Figma hasn't come out and said it like bluntly, but I can see these kinds of tools like FigJam, Figma Slides. They're they're trying to get to a wider market. Like the people in marketing, the people doing presentations, the people in sales, the people doing content, product managers, project managers, people who are not designers but still need to do a presentation, still need to do a graph and brainstorm
A
session or something.
brand, kids, and that kind of stuff. Yes.
So I can see that Figma is trying to do that. And next week we're going to actually show something that a lot of people are going to be like, why are you showing me? we're going to be reviewing Canva's brand kit. Canva has some pretty serious cool tools,
Yes.
and I think it's actually pretty cool for designers who want to get their team to do different like use the brand assets and all the stuff for the different type of content they have to create, uh, while still maintaining control of a brand or an identity. So
Consistent.
we're going to be reviewing some of those tools too on
Yeah,
Canva.
I'm excited. I remember I used to use Canva like in high school. It was pretty easy. Like what I haven't studied design yet, so for me it was like, yeah, this solves the problem.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm excited for the next session. Let's see
yeah, and
what
they
comes.
have some pretty cool AI tooling too that I think is I don't know, is nice to review and just like keep it in mind.
Yeah, see you
Okay,
next
well,
Thursday for that.
thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you around.